Greystone does not cover. And so, as one of the things is that we know of the proposal that I dropped, it includes Camelot. Hey, sister, how you doing? I'm best in my life. Say hello. Is this Representative Basemore? Say hello. We on the call. All right. And so we're down here because we have plans in place. I'm gonna have to hop off, but I'm gonna stay on, but I'm gonna just be muted as and I'm gonna go back in here. But we have a special guest. Let that guest be heard, and thank you, guests, for being here and coming. We appreciate it, all that you do. And but let's get this party started. And thank you all for continuing to join the fight and continue to join the call and continuing us and making history and making progress. And tonight we continue that journey with Georgia Power. We've got the power. We've got the power. Absolutely. Love you all. Can't do nothing about it.
So with that in mind, I would like to take a moment to introduce you to the one and only organization who has been working with us for the past few months to help us pull together to do this veteran parade and chili cook-off event to up the ante on it being a really big event for the city of South Fulton.
I didn't say this is Station of the House Horn.
Hello.
Right. All right. So we on the call in, so I just had to interrupt my general for a hot second just to say State Senator Halpern is here with us as well. All right, go back, Tamika. I promise you, there won't be happening no more. That's it. That's it.
That's okay. That's okay. We like to see our representatives. So AmVest, awesome organization. For those of you who were waiting for me to get everybody in, saw the flyer, and I want to take this time to introduce Ms. Chantel Murphy to help us talk about Veterans Day is on the way, and there are multiple things that we need to be aware of what her organization does, and just general awareness and honoring our veterans. Ms. Murphy, the floor is yours.
Good evening, everybody. Like Tamiko said, I'm Sean. Well, I go by Sean. Chantel Murphy, but I go by Sean just to keep it simple. I'm public relations with AmVest Department of Georgia and a local post, AmVest Post 911 in Southwest. So basically, AmVest's mission statement is to enhance and safeguard the entitlements for all American veterans who have served honorably and to improve the quality of life for them, their families, and the communities where they live. Life through leadership, advocacy, and services. So we do a lot of different services from within AmVest. Every state, mostly every state has a post, and it's considered a veteran service organization where we service vets in the community and their families. AmVest Post 911, we do, every post does things differently. But, of course, we stay within the AmVest guidelines. But our goal, like we said in the mission statement, is just to enhance and safeguard the entitlements of all American veterans, and their families. So basically, we have, almost every month we do something, or we try to do something like even now around the holidays, we're gearing up for Thanksgiving, where we'll be doing, food giveaway boxes with turkeys and food for veterans and their families. And actually, that's how I became a part of AmVest. I was introduced to an AmVest, and he gave my information to the commander, Ronnie Ogletree. He wasn't able to be here tonight because we have our community bingo every Monday night, and he's gearing up for that. So I told him I would just, sit in for him. But every Monday night we have our bingo, and we use it as our homeless veterans program, actually. So we do a lot in the community, and those funds help us fund our Thanksgiving. We do our Toys for Tots every year for children. We give away, scholarships to youth in the community. We program computers and give them new computers. Or, sometimes organizations might give us computers and we'll get them fixed up and give them to the youth. It's just many things that we do. We have Easter egg hunts every year. So we do whatever we can to assist veterans in the community. So I was honored to be able to partner with the city of South Fulton to be able to make this happen. Our first Veterans Day parade. I participated in a parade before, but it was in Florida before I moved here. But I haven't had a chance to participate in one here in Georgia. So I'm excited about that. And if you guys, have any questions or anything, You can probably get my information from Tamiko. Like if you need help with claims, we have claims workshops every month, or every other month actually, or as needed, to help veterans with their claims and things of that nature. There's no charge for that. So it's just a plethora of things that we do to help veterans and their families. And that's all I have. I look forward to partnering with you guys with other veteran events and community events. We do come out and volunteer and help different counties around Georgia, in the Atlanta area with their events, and especially too if they involve veterans. So that's all I have.
So I just wanted to take a moment to go over some of the things that you talked about. So let's start off with veterans and the claims issues. Why is it so hard for veterans to get their benefits?
Well, it could be several reasons, and that is why we help veterans. We do have the veterans workshop once a month at the post, or every other month at the post, depending on the need. It's hard for them to get their benefits because sometimes they just don't know what to do. They need coaching. So we have a disability coach. His name is Clarence Stewart. He's our first vice commander at the post, and he is a disability guru, basically. He's 100%. He's a Vietnam vet. So he spends a lot of time doing coaching with veterans that most organizations might not do. He prepares them for their appointments and things of that nature. Just coaching them through the process, but it's hard for them to get their benefits because sometimes they just don't know what to say to the doctors. They don't know what to do. They need advice, and they might not know how to submit their paperwork. So he does all of that for them, or he shows them how to do it. Those who have online accounts can do it themselves, and he can help them. Or he even mails out claims if he needs to. So he really does help on a one-on-one basis, and it's been a blessing to many who have been fighting for their disability for years, and me being one of them. I did my intent to file for disability in 2019, and my case is still open. So he's just helped me this past June, but it's hard because they just don't know, and plus we're backed up with claims, and ever since the PACT Act came to be, that made it even worse. But veterans can also file for a hardship on getting a quick decision as well. So, just depending on the situation, it could be a financial or age-related thing or terminal illness or something like that, where they can expedite their claim. So some may not even know about that. But yeah, they can reach out to us and we can help them. And we've helped a lot of people get their 100%. Some people are stuck at certain percentages and they just can't get past that hump because they use what we call VA math and not regular math. But, we'll explain that as we sit down with whoever needs to be sat down with.
Alrighty, and so you said all of the services at AmVest are free, is that correct?
Yes. Yes, the services are free. We don't charge for helping people with their claims or anything like that. No.
So
But
oh, go ahead.
to become a member, there is a membership fee that you have to pay to become part of AmVest.
Alrighty, so what are the steps to become a member?
So basically, you can talk to one of us. We'll give you an application to fill out. We give it to our finance officer. The membership prices are changing this year. They used to be, well, it's normally like $30 a year if you want to be a regular member. A lifetime member was normally like a $250, but they're going to be changing, and I have to get the new price that they're going to be changing it to. But they would just come to myself or one of our local members, and we'll have them fill out an application. Our finance officer will process that and send it up to our national headquarters in Maryland. And that's how they become a member.
All right, do you have monthly meetings or is it just, how does it work?
Yeah, so we do have monthly meetings on the second Thursday of every month. We have an AmVest meeting that's led by our commander, Ronnie Ogletree. And then, of course, the executive board sits in, which I am one of those members. And then also the other members sit in. And we get informed about anything that's going on new in AmVest, all of our meetings that we have, like our quarterly meetings with the state and stuff like that. We go over that stuff. and any other events or anything that we might have coming up. So, yeah, that's how they become a member.
So does it matter whether they are newly coming out of the military or joining before they come out of the military, or do they have to wait, or what?
You don't have to wait. So basically, I took a little snippet about what membership is all about, and I'll tell you that right now. So basically, membership in AmVest is open to anyone who is currently serving or who has honorably served in the U.S. Armed Forces from World War II to the present time. And it includes the National Guard and the reserves.
Okay. I have a question in the chat. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. Will a widower of a vet, hold on, qualify for the deceased veterans benefits?
They could. It's a case-by-case basis. We would have to talk to our first Vice Commander, Clarence Stewart. He has recently helped one of our vets that was on our team that passed away about a year and a half ago, helped his wife get what they call DIC benefits. So that is a possibility. It's just a case-by-case basis. He would have to sit down with them, talk to them about, what happened, what's going on, and just different things. And he can determine on whether or not they qualify for it.
Is this true that if you are married for at least 10 years, that even if they get divorced, the spouse is entitled to a payment?
Yes, Clarence did explain something like that to me. He's in the process. I'm kind of like under his tutelage, and he's teaching me claims and everything else with AmVest. Yes, that is true to a certain extent. I don't know all of the complete details because I don't have those here in front of me. But yes, normally after someone has been married to a military person for at least 10 years, and even if they do divorce after that, they are normally entitled to some type of compensation. Yes.
Alrighty. And so if other people have questions, you can ask. I'm asking general questions, but if there's other questions, feel free to ask your questions.
They can also they can email my if they want to write down my number or my email, they can.
I posted your email already.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, this is Rick Johnson. I have a question. Someone was telling me that say if veteran come out disabled and say he do 10 years and he's get out with being disabled, if something happened to him, would the wife still get that check or she would not?
So when you say if something happened to him, you mean like if he's deceased
away. Right.
away? It depends. She possibly could. I mean, if she's still married to him when he passes away, there are just different guidelines and different, like I said, it's a case-by-case basis. It's not just a straight answer that I could give you. It's definitely something I will have to talk to our first vice about and get details, because like I said, it is on a case-by-case basis. So, if you send me an email or give me a call, then I can set you up with him and you guys can discuss that and see if the wife is entitled to anything.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So with the benefits of the military after 10 years they've been married, would they still get the Social Security as well as two different benefits, or they were going to get one or the other?
I'm not sure about that. I would have to ask him. I did hear him discuss something similar recently. And he did ask me if I wanted him to be on the meeting. And I told him, I was like, yeah, you can be on the meeting. But then he has to go over to actually the polls to help out with bingo. So he was preparing for that. But you know what? I'm not really sure. I will have to ask him about that one. That was a little bit more detailed. But from some of the things that he's explained to me, I mean, they're only going to let you double dip into so much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, exactly. That's what I was. Okay.
Something else. You know what I'm saying? So to be completely sure, I would definitely need to ask him about that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How often do you have events around the city, and what area do you cover?
So basically, I mean, we try to stay because we're on Campbellton Road. Um, our commander, his family owns that uh Club 291 on Campbellton Road. And it's a room that he has in the back that they allow us to meet in. So that's where we have all of our monthly meetings. So everything that we do normally is within, somewhere in Fulton County. So we do, like I said, like we have the Thanksgiving thing coming up where we're going to have be giving away Thanksgiving food boxes. We do have a calendar, and it's so if you guys email me, I can send you the calendar details with what we have and when we're having it, the times and dates and everything. And then we're going to have our Toys for Tots coming up in December. I don't know the date right off my head. I don't have the calendar completely in front of me right now, but we are going to be doing that. And then we're going to have another event called Wreaths Across America. We do that every year, just to volunteer to put wreaths on soldiers' graves, in honor of our fallen soldiers. So we normally have something for every month, normally that's something special. So like, we have some Black History Month stuff in February. We have our Easter egg hunt, during that time. We didn't have anything for Halloween. The calendar was just too full. So yeah, I can email you the calendar, or you can go on our website as well, and all of the information should be there. We also put out a quarterly newsletter that talks about different things that are going on within AmVets and within our local posts. And I can get you that information as well.
There was a comment, when will they be in the city of South Fulton? So I'm not sure of that as a general statement. They are taking part in the Veterans Parade that is happening this Saturday, November 4th. The parade is lining up at 9 down by Economic Development at LA Fitness on Old National. Then the parade will come down Old National and turn left on Burdette Road and come in down into the Burdette Field, where we will have a program and the chili cook-off contest down there. So when you say when will they be in the city of South Fulton, I don't know what that means, since they will be there this coming Saturday. There
Yeah.
is going to be some tables for different organizations that deal with veterans. So AMVET will have a table, and some other organizations are going to be out there for you. So do you want to say something?
Yes, I was just going to say we'll have a table and we'll have Clarence at the table. I'm not sure if he does have a partner too that normally sits with him. He may be there, but if not, Clarence will definitely be there, and he'll be able to answer questions about claims and collect information on site, and maybe set up appointments with whoever has questions about their disability compensation.
Who out there can make some chili and want to enter into this contest and want to see if they can stand to the point of getting first, second, or third place, and the money's won is for their organization, a nonprofit organization of their choice that services here in the area in the community. So don't forget that part neither. But if y'all want to be, and we're asking all cyclists, if you want to come down and cycle up Old National, come join the parade. Walkers, runners, everybody's welcome. We want this to be a fun activity. Matter of fact, I'm gonna walk the course. I'm not even gonna ride. I'm gonna walk it. And so, and those who want to walk with Reeves, that says, come on, let's get in and let's get our steps in. And I also be on the grill now, as I'm doing some hot dogs and hamburgers like we did last year. And we're gonna have vegan hot dogs and vegan burgers as well, for those who don't eat meat. So come on out, enjoy it. It's gonna be a fun, great activity. It's the first one ever. Can I repeat that again? The first one ever in the city of South Fulton. So come be a part of history if you don't do nothing else.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, so let me give some, there is still some tables available for those of you who would like to participate in the chili cook-off. Now, the chili cook-off has 3 categories. We have regular, we have vegan, and we have vegetarian. Our goal is to try to have at least 3 in each category, which doesn't always happen. Last year was our first year doing the chili cook-off. This is our second year for the chili cook-off and the first year for the parade. But we are up in the ante. And so if you want to participate, you just need to bring a big container of chili. We will have the spoons and the sample size cups for people to come around and taste your chili. We are expecting 100 people to come out. There is no cost to participate in the chili cook-off, but you do need to let me know that you want to participate and what category you want to be in it. Now, this is where we should have a ton of people in it because it is an opportunity to raise funds for your organization or your church or, you know, something that is in the area, because first place for each categories are 500, second place is 250, and third place is 100. So we don't give the cash to the winner. They designate what organization they want the funds to go to as a community outreach on their behalf. And so that is the biggest piece of the puzzle. We have lots of fun. We'll have a DJ. We're going to have some performers. If y'all have seen the Soul Steppers, they're coming. And I begged them to bring their fans. They are an awesome band, set of ladies. We have food trucks coming this year. Councilman Sebastian said he didn't just want the hot dogs and hamburgers. He wanted soul food and dessert truck, and I can't remember what the other one is, but I think it's a wing truck. I can't remember. But to my understanding, the veterans will eat free. So, you know, this is a free event to honor all of you. And we always schedule the Saturday before Veterans Day, because we don't want to impede on all the events that normally happen on Veterans Day, which is why we do it this weekend, so that y'all can still go to some other ones and everything isn't conflicting. Now, let me ask, is there anyone on here who is interested on coming on out and doing the chili cook-off? I know Miss Joyce is coming back to claim her title. Do we have anyone interested that wants to follow up with me?
I might do some vegan chili.
All righty then.
How many other vegan people do you have?
Look,
Cook,
ain't you number one?
Oh, okay. So I'll probably do some vegan chili.
All righty then.
Okay.
And this is the trick. Everybody goes regular. Last year, we only had one person do vegan, which automatically meant she was number one.
Oh my goodness.
So
Well,
That's
I'll
like
every
great to ask.
opportunity
How
to
was you guys
win.
voting? That was gonna be my next point. How you voting if you get based on how many, dishes? But now it makes sense. Okay. All right. They answer my question.
So we
That's what I
have
be wanting.
nope. So we have secret judges,
Okay.
and so they walk through and they get their samples, and then they come back and say who they are selecting for first, second, and third order, and that's how we select. We also had a People's Choice, I believe, last year. So I don't know, since it's gotten bigger, if we're still going to have the People's Choice. I'm waiting for Councilman Reeves to let me know. But we did do that last year. If we're going to do it again this year, but we definitely are going to do first, second, third for the judges that will be doing it. And so it's only fair that you don't know who voting. And then that way there is no bias.
I agree. I agree. I was just wondering. Because I thought about if you got one vegan dish, then I guess that's the only person that's gonna win. But if you have two of them, but then now let me ask you a question: are the voters? I mean, the judges have to be able to taste both dishes, right? Right. So they can't be like, I'm vegan, but I'm gonna try this meat dish. You see what I mean? How are you guys picking that to be non-bites? Just a second.
No, the judges will taste all the chilies,
Okay. Okay. No
and
problem.
then they'll rank per category what they feel like is the best ones in order. Um, and then we'll go off of what they all collectively voted to say is the order, so that we don't have anything to do with who they picked to be the winners. We'll be clean. Our hands are going to be clean.
All right. Well, I'm looking
What
forward
about
to tasting the vegans. So
Did
what
I hear
about a
you say you coming in for vegan?
I said taste, not cook. I have not found a good, for me, I have not found a good recipe. That's why I want to taste the vegan ones out there. I have not really found a good recipe that
So I know
that I like
somebody's
to
getting ready
try.
to ask another question, Tasha, but
Go
let
ahead.
me
Go
tell
ahead.
you, last year, one of the City of South Fulton employees cooked the vegan dish, and the judges thought hers was better than some of the regular.
Okay. See, that's what I'm talking
Now,
about.
she can't be in it this year.
Oh, okay.
She's recuperating. She literally just got released from the hospital today, so she is
Oh,
recuperating. But yeah, if she was not, I definitely would have told her to come back and reclaim her side. So Councilman Reeves actually wanted them to compete up against each other, but I was like, I don't know that that's gonna be fair. But hey, if the
okay.
vegan is better than the regular, I don't know what to say about that one.
That part. So, okay.
Miss
Well, you tell her,
Tasha, you had a
you tell her
question.
we need some. Go ahead.
Yes. I was gonna ask, what about the chicken option? I would I would like to participate, but right now I'm doing chicken. So would
No,
that
you can
go
do
into a
chicken. It will
regular?
just be in
Okay.
it'll be in the regular category,
Okay. Okay.
but you can do it.
All right. Well, put me
Now,
down.
if we have enough people next year, I guess that want to do chicken, maybe chicken can break out to another category. I don't know. But
Okay.
you'll be the first one who's bringing chicken out, the chicken
Okay.
chili. But I've heard about it.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
need you to send me your email and phone number if you know how. Otherwise, I'll put mine in the email so you can send it to me. So
Okay.
I can get
I'm
you
gonna
all the
send it to you. You
details.
probably already have it, but I'll send it again.
Tamiko, do you have any commitments, or how many commitments do you have so far, Billy?
We do have some commitments. I want them to suck it up and come on and do it. I don't want them to get nervous like it's going to be 10 different contests, 10 different people doing this. So I'm trying not to say the actual number because I want people to be encouraged to come on and participate. I will say all of the categories are not full. I will say that as a hint.
Okay. All right.
So someone will probably be getting a donation for their organization participating. Is the best way I can say that.
I still have one person that was interested. I already emailed you the other person that was interested, but
So this is the second person you're talking about.
yeah, it's a second person. Yeah,
Okay.
get his information because he did say that he wanted to participate. So I just want to make sure. I want to
Okay.
confirm.
So bring your
the
chili
audience,
pre-made and
Mm.
we will have the warmers for you to pour it in to serve. Now, whatever else you want to bring with your chili, that's up to you. We had a lady who served cornbread last year with her chili.
Okay, so you're gonna have the warmers for us. What type of
Mhm.
warmers are these?
Boy, we got to get into particulars.
I'm sorry.
I don't, is
Really?
there a special warmer that's required?
Well, are these the one with the sternos? Are these you plug in and set it over in the water? What type are they?
No, we'll be at the Burdette Field. There'll be no electricity plugging in.
So you'll have sternos.
Yes.
So I might
We'll
want
have
to bring
ster-
my own. in case yours go out.
Okay.
Because it'll ruin my chili, cold chili.
Okay.
So will the
Listen.
audience participate?
Oh, no. It's open. That's why you got to cook 400. No, it's only going to be like 3 or 4 judges.
Oh,
No, the
so
chili cook-off is for the community.
oh, okay.
But
No,
you
no,
only
no.
have to
Get to
cook a
vote.
pot
So
of
we'll
chili.
get
You
to
don't.
vote.
I'm glad that you asked that question. I would hate for people to think that this is not a public event. This
Well,
event is open to the public.
I
That is
understood that, but I
yeah.
meant in the contest of judging who's doing the chilies, who will we get to participate in that? Voting who's number 1, 2, and 3.
So no, the judges are gonna pick 1, 2, and 3. The
Okay.
question becomes, do y'all want a People's Choice Award? We did do a People's Choice Award last year.
I think the people should be more involved since, you're
All
going to
right,
be
we
there.
can. Well, all y'all got to do is say it, and it is so. So we can have a People's Choice Award.
Yeah,
Well,
because the
see, I
people are
think
the
it's
main one that's
I think it's
are
good.
there.
That is a good. I think that's a good idea, but you have to realize people taste buds are different, so they're going to be judging a little bit harsh. I think the judges should be the ones that say based on certain criteria. Everybody has different type of taste buds, so you might not. It might not be always fair. You might like it, but I might like it because it don't have enough salt in it. You know what I mean? So I think
But
at
I'm
that
saying
point,
I've seen chili contests done on TV, and they let the audience decide by raise of hand for this group, that group, and
okay,
that
that's
group.
okay. That makes sense. I get you. Okay, I guess that's fair.
Yeah. So we'll have a box that you can drop your vote in.
Mm-hmm.
And then that'll be our People's Choice. So when you come in, there'll be like a registration table for you to check in that you came, and you'll sign in, because we have to account now that we feed in the community, prove we feeding people. So when you check in, you'll get your cup and your spoon and napkin and everything when you come by the table to check in. And then you'll get your ticket to get something to eat as well if you want to go to the food truck. Now the grill, that is open to the public. Everybody will eat there. Now you can, I believe you'll be able, to my understanding, the veterans will be eating free. So the family and friends and the general public who are not veterans would still probably have to pay for the food trucks. But the hot dogs and hamburgers that Councilman Reeves will be grilling is free to everybody who comes out.
And when you say Burdette Field, is that across from the center, like where you vote?
That's correct. So
Okay.
if you were coming from Old National and you would and drove down Burdette, you would dead end into the field.
Okay.
However, the parking lot for the school entrance is closer to the field. So you can park in Burdette parking lot if you like, but the school parking lot entrance is a little bit shorter walk distance. So that will be open for people to park there. And the
Okay.
street will be blocked off so that
And
you
what
don't have to worry about getting hit by a car.
Mhm.
and what time do we need to be there to set up our food?
Oh,
That was my next question.
food setup will be at 10 o'clock
Okay.
because the the parade is gonna start at 10. So we kind of need to be set up and ready to roll by the time they get down there. It'll probably be about 10, 15 minutes before they get started with the event on stage. And then we'll and then the program will go. By the end of the program, the judges would have had a chance to go by all the tables, and the public would have had a chance to go ahead and vote. So
Okay.
we'll total up the People Choice Award like right before the last proclamation is given, so we can hurry up and total them and remind people to turn in their, turn them in.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
One more thing, Tamiko. What do I need to tell my dad? Do he need to bring anything? Because he's a veteran, to participate.
As part of the organization, so that's a general question. Are you referring to the parade, or are you referring to the event in general at the Burdette
The
Field,
event.
or to be in the chili cook-off? So to participate in the event, it's a public free city event. So you just have to park and come and want to hang out and eat and meet up
Okay.
with fellow veterans and family and friends and enjoy the being outside, and that we made it.
Okay.
He
Because
can
he's
wear
in
his
District 5 too. He stay right down the street from me, so I was gonna bring him.
That's who we want to come.
Okay.
It's for the veterans first.
Okay. I just want to make sure he don't need to bring anything like some paperwork or credentials to participate.
What year was your father in the military?
You asking the wrong person. That was before I was born.
Do you think at this point in time he got to prove this?
Just asking. Y'all know, different folks with different things want different things. I just want to ask.
I hope we don't have people that got to lie about being in the military.
I
You
hope
have
not.
a sidebar.
A lot of stolen valor out there. They're not. It's a lot of stolen valor out there, but are welcome. Now as far as paperwork or anything like that, if he's been working on some claims or working on anything that he has questions about, feel free to have him bring that stuff onto us and we'll look at it. If just in case they have questions, they can feel free to bring it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was that part. I'm like, no, they don't have to have nothing to hang out. But I forgot that if they got questions and need help for something, they definitely can do that. Is there now? Do the children of veterans get special benefits as far as scholarships or anything to go to college? Have you ever heard of this?
Yes, I have. That's chapter 35. Yes, they do. Only if the veteran is 100% disabled. So then they get like a stipend every month for classes. Yes. And it's a nice amount. So you just have to qualify. My kids don't get it yet because I'm not 100% yet. So, but they can get it all the way up to age. I think it cuts off at 26, just like regular health insurance. They are able to get
Didn't know that.
Didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Can you go back and get it? Is it retro?
No. What do you mean? You mean like if they're grown now and
right and have student loans? Can they go back and get the money?
No, they can't. I doubt it. I doubt it. No. It's
so
a lot.
I'm a sidebar.
But it's a lot of different things, a lot of different loopholes. We just have to, like our claims guy, he spends hours. He's like an attorney, just studying just different codes and regulations and stuff like that to help people properly.
Is he just centered around, like, if you have a brother that needs help and he lives in Florida, but I live here, would they be able to help him?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can talk on the phone. He talks to everybody on the phone. I mean, they can be in Oklahoma. They can be at the North Pole and he'll still help.
Okay.
So as long as they can call, talk about things, he can get everything by email or whatever. And yeah, we can help anybody all over the 50 states. It doesn't matter where you are. We're willing to help.
Because he was getting his 100% and then they took it away.
Did they take all of it away?
No, not all of it, but
yeah, and so we can help.
It amounted to about $3,000.
Yeah, we help them get some back. I mean, and that's where the coaching comes in. A lot of veterans don't realize, like Tamiko asked a question earlier, why is it so hard? A lot of veterans don't say. They don't know that they're hurting themselves by saying certain things or not saying certain things. Down
Right.
symptoms. And that's what happened to me. I was downplaying my symptoms, but it was really something wrong, you know? And,
Wow.
oh, well, I feel okay today and this. Nope, I don't feel good. I didn't sleep last night. You need to
Mm.
be about what's going
Take
on with
notes.
so that you can be properly compensated. And that's
Yeah.
what I learned. This is a battle. And that's why it's so hard, because if you say, oh, my knee is hurting, something is wrong, and you go into a doctor's appointment and you can bend your knee and you're claiming a condition that you can't bend your knee or you can't do something, you have
Mhm.
to they're only going to pay you for current disabilities. They don't care if
Uh,
it happened 10 years ago, but it still has to be disabling you right now.
Right. Right. That makes sense.
So that's important. Yeah.
You have to say that.
Yes, you do. So, I'll just say this. It's like one disability. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's tinnitus. It's like the ringing and stuff in the ears.
Yeah.
It's only 10% that you get. But that opens you up for other disabilities because it leads to insomnia. It leads to headaches.
Wow.
It leads to, and they give you certain percentages for each thing that's affecting you, So a lot of people might say, oh, I just get a little bit for tinnitus, but that can get you to 100% if it's affecting,
Eventually.
in other areas. So this is what
Wow.
the is for, so that you can learn how to fight, because it's a fight. I hate to say this, and I know this line is being recorded, but I'm about to start a whole task force myself about how the VA, they benefit you to some extent.
Alrighty. So I am excited that we are gonna have a nice set of people who are gonna be participating in the chili cook-off. I am excited that we're gonna have new people coming out. We're excited that the parade is happening. So even if you're not in the parade, come out and watch the parade. We can, every year is just gonna get bigger and bigger. So you come on and be part of the inaugural year. What's the odds of us closing down Old National? You know how much traffic on Old National. And we closed it down for the bike ride this past weekend, and they had so many police out. We were like, I'm sure they think something is going on.
They
But that was
did. It was
them.
wonderful. Thank you all so much.
Go ahead,
I
Jane.
missed that.
I said it was wonderful. Thank you all so much. The police officers really did a great job. I was really impressed. And people really were wondering what's going on. They probably thought it was the president in town, but so it was a great event. And thank everyone who participated in the bike ride, and those who just came out on an early chilly morning on Saturday to support us. So thank you very much. It was great.
That's good. When is the next one?
Next year.
Earth Day, April 20th.
Earth Day?
I'm not looking at the
He
calendar.
did
but I think
say
it's
that.
Yeah,
He
Councilman
did.
Reed said he wanted to do it again for Earth Day.
Okay.
So the event was Biking for Clean Energy. And Mr. Demands came and talked about some sustainable issues and pollution issues that we are not necessarily paying attention to in the community over here
That's right.
specifically. So that's a conversation that we'll probably have to get scheduled to come on and turn, because he talked about some things I had never known. So I think he might have to come and talk to the community and highlight some issues that we're not paying attention to happening over here in his organization.
Right.
So I thought that was very helpful. But it was a really good event, and I'm happy.
And also trying to get bike lanes too. I think more people would ride bikes if we had bike lanes or biking trails. So, we want to all across Georgia. We want to try to get more biking trails and
Yes, I think that would be
stuff.
great.
That would be good.
Yeah, that
That
would
sounds
be
like something y'all need to press the councilman to put in place for next year.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Is the fight for that legislation.
I'll be on that committee. I'm on that committee with you, Tamiko.
All righty. I heard her. Y'all
Who
heard
was
her.
that? Who was that? Was that Miss Loretta? Who was that?
You
Yep.
know it was. You know that's who it was.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
She done told on herself and volunteered herself. So
That's
it's too
right.
late.
We take
There-
names.
But you know
Yeah.
what? When you're passionate about stuff, y'all, to make change, you don't mind participating. That's that.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm. It is.